Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today we talk about Monday Night Raw taking place on June 2nd, 2025 at the BKO Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Monday Night Raw opened up horribly. That's right, it opened up with a piece of crap Pat McAfee talking about how Michael Cole needs to wear a Pacers outfit or a jersey from basketball because he lost a bet. Let me tell you something. There is no room for NBA or any of that shit in wrestling. That is what I want to say. Take the NFL out. Take anything else out that isn't wrestling. I don't want to see it. I don't give a shit about it. Keep it out of my wrestling. But Monday Night Raw did open up with our boy CM Punk making his way to the ring, talking about his Money in the Bank match they had later on tonight, that he could face Jey Uso. He could face that piece of shit John Cena, but it doesn't matter because he's ready to get that World Championship title around his waist. And he hasn't forgot about Seth Rollins and those cronies, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman. He'll get his hands on them. Sami Zayn made his way out and said, listen, CM Punk, I came out here to tell you that you need to win this qualifying match. You must stop Seth Rollins from winning and trying to take the title of Jey Uso. But I do want to let you know that if you do get that World Championship title, I'm coming after you, and it's a whole nother story, baby. CM Punk said, Seth Rollins. Sami Zayn said, I have your back tonight during the triple threat match because I know that this son of a bitch is probably going to come out and try to beat your ass. Alright, this led into our first Money in the Bank qualifying match, which was Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Valkyrie versus Ivy Niles. This match was really good. Stephanie Valkyrie made a great second appearance on Monday Night Raw. She faced Ivy Niles before and beat her ass. Let me just explain the end of the match. Niles sent Valkyrie and Morgan flying with a Tower of Doom powerbomb. Valkyrie kicked out. Niles and Valkyrie traded pin attempts. Morgan landed a double dive codebreaker. Morgan pins both women, but they got a 2 count. Valkyrie got to her feet. Liv Morgan dropped Valkyrie with an Oblivion. Niles threw her out of the ring to try to steal the pin. Morgan broke it up. Niles sent Morgan outside the ring into the steps. As she came in, Valkyrie blasted her with the SVB for the win. This match is getting an O because Stephanie Valkyrie did a great job, and Liv Morgan did a great job as well. Tag team match. We have the War Raiders versus the Judgment Day, a match that I actually did not want to see. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods were out to watch the match. They've only had one title defense, which was last week in that triple threat, and I don't know why the War Raiders are getting another match or more television time. This match ended when Ivar set up the Doomsault. Roxanne Perez hopped the barricade and distracted Ivar. Balor pushed off Ivar off the top rope and hit the coup de grace for the 1, 2, 3. Judgment Day picked up the win, and this match is getting it down. New Day got kicked out in the beginning and shit like that, and it just kind of fell through after that. I don't really want to see either of these teams face the New Day. Give me something new, give me something fresh. I'm probably not going to see any of that. We had Laura Valkyrie promo. She came out after Becky Lynch did a kind of a video one earlier in Monday Night Raw talking shit. And she's like, listen, Becky Lynch, come down to the ring so I can say this shit to your face. Becky came out. Laura cut her off, started talking all this shit. Was like, listen, get into the ring. Let's fight. Becky's like, I ain't fighting you in Oklahoma. Get the fuck out of here. This is Oklahoma. I wouldn't want to fight in Oklahoma. Ain't that where JR is from? Anyway. Anyway, Becky started walking up the ramp, walking away, and Laura Valkyrie went after her and beat the shit out of her. Now, that seems like a little bit of a heel move to me. I don't know. The fans kind of like her music when she's coming out with the bird noise going, oh! But once she got in the ring and started getting on the mic, they were wanting the fuck out of her. She did power through it, but still, I'm going to give this segment, though I don't really give a lot of segments ups and downs, I'm going to give it a down. Now let's move on to the World Champion Jey Uso and Sami Zayn facing off Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. This match, was exactly how we think about Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were just murdering the shit out of Sami and Jey Uso in the beginning of the match. And towards the end, Jey and Sami were coming back. A little bit of more offense, kicking ass and shit like that. Let me tell you what happened in the end. Braun Breaker set up the super spear. Jey countered with a super kick. Jey trapped Breaker in the sleeper hold. Bronson Reed broke it up with a senton bomb. Sami Zayn tried to dive and got caught by both Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Jay dived out on top of that and took everybody out. And then Seth Rollins came out and started beating everybody up, gave a curb stomp to Jay, gave a curb stomp to Sami Zayn, and then the referee called for the bell. This match is getting an up because the match was pretty good until Seth Rollins kind of interfered. And after the match, Sami Zayn was laid out on the commentary desk. Bronson Reed was going to go out and give a splash, but CM Punk hopped the barricade with a chair, smacked Braun Breaker through the chair. Bronson Reed hit him in the head, rolled into the ring to go hit Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins rolled out, and the heels backed up. And as they were backing up, Seth Rollins said, he's got a match later, CM Punk, we'll get him later, setting up the seeds of what would happen during the Money in the Bank triple threat match later on. There was a little segment in the back, with Finn Balor and what's her name, Liv Morgan. And she's like, look, I know what you're doing here, Finn. You're trying to fuck things up here. Stop screwing things around. And Finn Balor is basically feeding her the same shit that she was telling Finn Balor back in the day. Like, oh, I'm not keeping secrets. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you guys just need to be cool. Blah, 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 blah. That's going to all fall apart. I don't know what's going on with Dom. He hasn't been making his way to the ring to help Liv. I don't want to say that Dom's going to get mixed up and they're going to... I don't know. I'm just going to throw my hands up in the air like I just don't care. Then we had a throwaway match. Kairi Sane versus Raquel Rodriguez. Down. And the only reason I'm giving it a down is because Raquel Rodriguez is a monster and she is just losing every single match that she's in against anybody. And they're usually smaller women that she's against and she's just getting beaten. Io Sky did come to the ring to try to help Kairi Sane beat up Liv Morgan. Kairi Sane hit the insane elbow off the top rope for the 1, 2, 3. And before the final match of the night, as Sami Zayn was icing his arm in the back, Karrion Kross came up to him and said, listen, Sami, stop with this bullshit. You're a bad guy. You made the wrong choice. You should have faced John Cena for that title and went to Raw when Heyman offered you, or SmackDown, when Heyman offered you that thing, and you didn't. You're a bad dude. You're going to crack. You need to just be bad. And Sami's like, nah, dog, I ain't. And Karrion Kross was like, okay, maybe you're not. What are they doing with Karrion Kross? Let this guy free. Let him fly, let him spread his wings, and let him beat someone's ass. And let's go right into that triple threat match for the Money in the Bank qualifying match. AJ Styles versus CM Punk versus Grande Americana. In the beginning of the match, CM Punk said, hey, you better check Americana for that plate in his head. The ref checked him. He didn't have it. And here is the end of the match. CM Punk set up Americana for the GTS. Americana reversed it into the ankle lock. Punk kicked Americana away. Styles crushes Americana with a Styles Clash. Americana kicks out. Americana breaks up Punk's pin attempt with a moonsault. Punk hits the GTS on Americano. Braun Breaker appears, pulls Punk out of the ring. Reed appears, Sami Zayn appears, everyone brawls. Jey Uso comes out. AJ Styles hits everybody with a big splash to the outside of the ring. As he's rolling in, El Grande Americano had time to put in the plate, hits AJ Styles, 1, 2, 3. And after the match, Seth Rollins comes into the ring and then hits a curb stomp on everybody. Jey, Sami, Punk, and they all got a spear by Braun Breaker. This whole thing is getting an up, and an unexpected win by Grande Americano. Up. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me at 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time when we get more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later, and don't forget, this Monday Night Raw is getting an up because we had plenty of Punk. All right, bye-bye.